There is more than enough advice on how to play pickleball. But how do you tell what's good advice and what's bad advice? And why is there so much advice in the first place? Two reasons. First one is, a lot of old people play pickleball. I know, because I'm one of them. Old people love to give advice, tell everybody what to do, whether they want to hear it or not, and whether that's good advice for them or not. The second reason is what is known as the Dunning-Kruger effect. In 1999, David Dunning and Justin Kruger released the results of their research study. Their research basically showed that when someone learns a new thing, like pickleball, they tend to overestimate how much they actually know about that one thing, pickleball. And as a result, they're more likely to share their knowledge or their wisdom or their advice with everyone around them. As people start to learn more and more about this new thing, say pickleball, they start to understand they don't really know as much as they thought they did. They end up being able to more accurately understand how much they know and how much they don't know. As a result, they may start to give less advice. They may start to understand, I don't really know as much as I thought I did. How do you tell if somebody giving you advice is giving you good advice or bad advice? Here's some food for thought. Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla and SpaceX, was asked, when you interview people, how do you tell good interviewees from bad interviewees? How do you tell who's qualified and who's not qualified for the job that you have open? Musk responded by saying that he has really one basic interview question to sort out the contenders from the pretenders. And that question is, tell me about the most difficult problem that you've had to solve and how you solved it. What Musk said was that people who understand how to solve the problem can go several layers deep into that conversation and get down into the details about, here's how I fix the problem. The pretenders then can't really go that deep, and that's how he sorts out people that know what they're talking about from the people who don't know what they're talking about. Use Elon Musk technique to figure out who's giving you good advice and who's giving you bad advice. People that know what they're talking about can go several layers deep into why you should do one thing, A, and why you should not do another thing, B. If they cannot go down those several layers and explain why they believe a certain thing, then maybe they don't have that depth of knowledge that you're looking for from somebody that's giving you advice. And use the same technique on me when you watch me in my videos. In general, when I make videos, I try to give multiple options. So here's option A, and here are all the pros and cons associated with option A. And here's option B, the pros and cons associated. And I think every choice has some pros and cons. And I should be able to communicate what those are. And at the end, then you can make your own decision about which one of those two things you're going to do. But you have that information and you're fully aware moving forward of why you made that choice. So if I can't go enough levels deep to explain a topic well, then maybe you should go, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But if I can go several levels deep, then you go, all right, he knows a little bit at least about what he's talking about. Finally, what do you do with those people who just want to give you advice and you don't really want it? I have a video on that. I'll put a link to that video in the description box below. Feel free to go watch.